Hi, everybody. This is your announcement for Philosophy 101 for the week of March 30th. Welcome back. We had an extended spring break and not for really great, well, there were good reasons in that we did what was going to make students safe, but it's not a happy reason why we were on spring break. So I hope that you're all safe and that you're all healthy and your families are healthy and that this hasn't upended your life too much. We've always been an online class, so we'll just continue where we left off. I will be doing these announcements from home, so that's where I'm at today and where I'll be for the rest foreseeable future until they tell us we can go back to our offices and on campus. But anyway, we do continue. I was able to grade your discussions that you did before the break on Module 3.1, which was on Aristotle, and I enjoyed reading your interpretations of his theory of teleology and your critiques also. And one thing I wanted to say is that it's important to keep in mind that Aristotle's theory of teleology, and I think I differ a little bit with uh, Donald Palmer, who wrote that text that you read about Aristotle, is that this theory really only applies to living creatures. Okay, so in other words, a baseball doesn't necessarily have, or let's put it this way, it doesn't reach out towards a purpose. Okay, so I think that's the key to this theory, is that living creatures strive towards a purpose. So to say that everything has a purpose, it's technically accurate, but I think it's more accurate to say that living creatures strive towards or reach out towards that purpose. Okay, so just a little clarification there. So we will go on this week to Module 3.2, and let me show you where that is. All right, so here we are. This is where we left off. So Module 3.2. So this is a module that is going to require you to do a little bit of a project. And we're going to be reading part of the text, The Origin of Species by Charles Darwin. Okay, so you might wonder, well, why are we reading a scientific text in a philosophy class? And the reason why is that Darwin's theory, while yes, it is a work of science and based on his empirical research, it, I guess, the impact of Darwin's theory are philosophical questions for humans and the way we see ourselves in nature and in the universe. So that's why we're looking at Darwin. Okay, so here is the Learning Activities and Assessments page. So make sure you read through this. Now, unfortunately, you're not going to have 2 weeks. Okay, we're just going to have 1 week for this. And I'm sorry, that's just kind of the way things had to go in order for us to keep the material in the class and not to make you too crazy in completing our class. Okay, so your learning activities are to read, I have excerpts from Origin of Species that I would like you to read. And then also there's a video from Crash Course, which kind of just gives you a quick explanation of natural selection. And this is meant to help you to understand what Darwin is saying. Okay, and then you're going to read from chapters 3 and 4 from Origin of Species. Okay, and here I tell you exactly where to start and where to end. Okay, so make sure you look at that. Okay, now, the project for this week, it's going to be similar to what you did with Descartes. Okay, so I have instructions here for you. Here is the introduction. So make sure you read through this. So you're going to be presenting a visual illustration of a section of the text, just like we did with Descartes, the Meditations, that explains what Darwin is saying, and you're going to have an assigned section of the text. Okay, so very similar to that. Now, I also want you to consider philosophical issues, and I give you some examples here, and then I give you this video, which is interesting. It's a preview for a series that was on PBS about Darwin. Okay, so read through those instructions. That's one page, and then I give you kind of a step-by-step how-to. Okay, so again, this is the first letter of your last name. Okay, so I've given you excerpts from the text that we were assigned. Okay, so there's an example. That's number 1. Okay, so make sure you read that. Let's go back here, and then part 3. Okay, so this is how to submit your presentation. So you do it the same way you did with the Descartes, the presentation you did for René Descartes. This is the rubric I'll be using to grade your work with. And then, like Descartes, you're going to attach I see 2 people have done this already. Okay, well, very good. You're ahead of the game here. So what we've got, Zakia. Okay, good deal. Good job, Zakia. Okay, so you're going to post your discussion. There are questions. Okay, so make sure that you answer these questions, and then you're going to attach your presentation with that. Okay, and so similar to discussions, you should be submitting your presentation and your answers to these questions 48 hours before the due date. So that's going to be Wednesday. And I apologize if this is so compacted. Okay. So let me know how it goes. All right. But I think you can do it. All right. So if you can, get this in by Wednesday, and that'll give you 2 days to post replies to your classmates. All right, I will be a little more generous in the due date, okay, on this. So if you don't get it in exactly 48 hours ahead, okay, I'll give you a little bit of a break, all right? But you just make sure you do the assignment, okay? That's very important. All right, so that is what we're doing for this week. If you have any questions about the reading, there's something about the text that you don't understand. I mean, Darwin wrote in the 19th century. It might be a little difficult. So talk to me about that. Okay. Oh, and I have office hours, new office hours. So let me show you. I will be doing all of my office hours on Zoom. So on our home page, okay, this is our home page. You'll see these links. I just put these in recently. So Tuesdays and Thursdays, I will be online from 2:30 to 3:30 on Zoom. So all you do is you click that link at this time, and you'll be able to talk to me, okay? There will be a virtual waiting room so that I can meet with students one at a time. All right, I also will have office hours on Fridays by Zoom from 10 to 12 p.m. as well. So all you have to do is just click on that link at that time, and you can meet with me. All right, and I really encourage you, if you're having trouble with any of the readings, or you need clarification on the assignment, you don't quite understand what to do, get in touch with me and talk to me during my office hours. And of course, you can always send me an inbox as well. I sent you all an email last week, and I asked everyone to reply. So if you haven't replied yet, please do so. I am still waiting for your reply. Okay, I need to know that you're out there and that you're ready to continue with the semester. Okay, I'm going to end our announcement here, and I wish you all a good first week back in classes, and I will see you again soon. Bye.